Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be taking this 2021 BMW X3. This one is the M40, and I'm going to go ahead and take it on a test drive and see how this BMW X3 M40 does. This one has two packages. It does have the premium package and it does have the parking assistant package, but let's go ahead and take it on a test drive and see how it does. Alright, let's go ahead and take this BMW X3 M40 on a test drive and see how it does. This thing sounds really nice, and I'm excited to take it on a test drive. So before I move, I just want to go ahead and show you the backup camera. This one does have the parking assistant package. Basically, it does have that 3D view that looks very nice. And it does have the premium package. Seat belt tightens up, pushes me back to the seat. So driving this beautiful 2021 BMW X3, drives nice and smooth, barely any wind from the outside, and seriously, this thing is very quiet. Steering wheel is nice and thick. It does have the parking assistant package and it does have the premium package, and such a comfortable SUV. And from the outside, it doesn't even look like that this one is that fast. But I'll go ahead and talk about the engine and the horsepower numbers and torque when I hop on the highway. Barely give this a tiny bit of gas. It just moves and you don't even feel like you're going 55 or 60 miles per hour. It's so quiet, so comfortable in here, and seriously, such a comfortable, quiet SUV. Let's go ahead and put it in sport mode. Everything becomes more aggressive. Does have a ton of pops and crackles. So anyways, under the hood, they're going to be a 3.0 turbocharged i6 that is connected to an 8-speed automatic transmission, and this 8-speed automatic transmission is very fast. You just downshift and it downshifts right away. There is no lag or there's no wait. And what's crazy is in comfort mode there is no pops and crackles. When you put it in sport mode, this SUV just becomes completely different. The pops and crackles are just perfect. gets up to speed very quick. There is no lag. And I completely forgot to talk about the engine. Anyways, it is a 3.0 turbocharged i6 that is connected to an 8-speed automatic transmission, and the horsepower numbers are 382 horses and 365 pound-feet of torque. I really wish that you guys could hear this over the video or the camera, but the pops and crackles are just so nice in this X3 M40. I drove the normal X3, did have a very good amount of horsepower and torque, but this one is even more powerful, of course. So seriously, such a great SUV. It does have heated steering wheel, so the premium package gives you heated steering wheel, heated seats, and it does give you actually the heads-up display. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with the heads-up display, but it was there earlier when I was actually reviewing the SUV. So yeah, seriously, such a beautiful SUV. It does have panoramic sunroof. And sometimes when you upshift early, this thing just sounds so good. It does go all the way down to the first gear, which is always nice. Seriously, this thing just sounds so good. A good amount of body roll, which is expected. I really wish that the suspension was a tiny bit stiffer. But of course, this is for the M3, the X3M. Let's go ahead and put it in eco mode. Everything becomes nice and quiet, and seriously, this SUV is such a comfortable SUV to drive on the highway, in the city. The suspension setup is very soft, very comfortable. I wish it was a tiny bit more confident around corners. So I wish it was a tiny bit more like basically stiffer around corners when it's in sport mode. But other than that, such a beautiful SUV. You could control the plus and minus from the gear shifter, so you could upshift and downshift this way, or you could use the paddle shifters. And the price on this one is $63,000. This exhaust setup is just amazing on this X3. Seriously, BMW did a great job with the sound with this BMW. Seriously, such a great exhaust. But anyways, let's go ahead and try BMW xDrive system. And by the way, the M40 only comes in xDrive, so you can't get a front wheel drive or rear wheel drive or anything else beside the all-wheel drive system that this BMW has. So let's go ahead and try BMW xDrive system. This M40 only comes in xDrive. Yep, definitely this SUV is tail heavy. I felt the back actually kicked out a little bit, so it's pretty cool. It's really fun, and that was really cool. So it does send a good amount of power to the back wheels. Oh man, just the pops and crackles from this exhaust is so good. And the pops and crackles, you don't have to be flooring this SUV to be able to hear the pops and crackles. At low speeds you could actually hear them, so that's nice. Let me go ahead and check the windows. So the windows are not acoustic, they're not double-sided. but once you close the windows, everything becomes nice and quiet in this SUV. And seriously, it's super quiet in here. For the steering wheel, it's very light, very direct, and I really like it. But let's go ahead and put it in sport mode and see if anything changes. Yeah, definitely the steering wheel becomes a little bit more heavy, so you barely move the steering wheel and the SUV just moves right away. In comfort mode, it's nice and direct, but it takes a little bit more effort to be able to move it. So basically the steering wheel turns a little bit more in comfort mode to be able to move the SUV left and right. All right, so let's go ahead and try BMW voice command system. Take me to the nearest Starbucks.
I have found several destinations. Which one should I select?
1.
All right. Our next destination is Starbucks.
So it's nice and responsive,
In a
and
quarter of a mile, turn left.
and navigation.
I've ended the guidance.
So it's nice and responsive, and it's a good system, and it understands you very good. It does have engine shut off, so when you come to a complete stop, the SUV will actually turn off to save some gas. So that's a nice feature. You could always turn it off if you want to, just by clicking this button. So I love the fact that it's right underneath the engine start stop. And the fuel economy numbers, they are 21 in the city, 27 highway, and 23 combined. And honestly, I think those numbers are very good for this fast, heavy SUV. 27 miles per gallon on the highway. I think those are very good numbers. And especially for 382 horses and 365 pound-feet of torque. Those numbers are not bad at all. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and brake boost this BMW X3 M40. Traction control off, it is in sport mode. That was very, very impressive. This thing is insanely fast, and it didn't only push me back to the seat, I felt like I got off, like basically my whole body got lifted up, which is insane. Wow. This thing is crazy fast, and wow, it does push you back to the seat. This is very fun. Very fun to drive, sounds great, and very comfortable at the same time. So it's basically, you have everything in one package. Gonna go ahead and try it one more time. This thing is insane. Seriously. Wow. As I said, guys, it's an SUV that has every single thing. It's high off the ground, it's all-wheel drive, it's fast, and good fuel economy numbers, a ton of space, it's high off the ground, so getting in and out is very easy, and it sounds amazing and comfortable, and you could drive it hard or you could drive it slow. Seriously, such an amazing SUV. Can't say enough. But anyways, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this POV test drive of this BMW X3 M40. I would like to thank Brittany and BMW in North Haven, Connecticut for providing me this beautiful 2021 BMW X3 M40. Such a great SUV, and seriously, I love this BMW X3. But that's it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, and as always, I'll see you next time.